Graham, firstly, you enjoy being back at Wigan Athletic?
Yeah, it's the first time we spoke about it since January, isn't it, really? So, the time obviously was a bit hectic with what was going on, but I wouldn't say it was a call out of the blue because I've been helping Sean a bit up at Hibs, looking for players and stuff, and I'd obviously helped Gary, and we both know they're both at the club at the same time, both friends, and it's obviously paid off working with players that are now going into management. So no, I've really enjoyed it. And obviously, I was probably a bit reluctant to go back in full time, but if I was going to go back anyway, it was obviously here. And once it was a no-brainer to say yes. To be honest.
Has the club and the game, I suppose, has it changed a lot since you were last here?
No, because I think I've been lucky in terms of, years people talk about old school, but then I came obviously with Rob. Obviously I signed Rob, but then with roles reversed, he was the manager, and then Furnace Houvet, Rossler, I thought he was good to work with and different ideas, and Gary himself. So I've sort of been able to keep up with the game, really, I suppose, as you have to in life, in anything you do. So, I've always had an open mind. So I wouldn't say I was the original old school type manager or coach. I've always had a broad outlook to how the game's being played now, as you see, and especially with Sean, because that's what he is. Obviously, he worked close with Roberto, and that's what you get.
Are you enjoying working with Sean?
Yeah. It's when I say it's easy, I think our relationship when he was here as a player, there's some players we never really get too close to players, but it was easy with them because they were he's good to work with. Obviously, it was a pleasure for me to work with what I consider top quality players. They were Premier League players, and when you work with some of the best, it is a real joy. And but that understanding and respect, I think it's great. I think he's helped save the club. Let's be honest. He's gone over and beyond, and now he needs to just the new people hopefully let him get on with getting the team right, and looking forward to the season.
Just on the season, looking ahead, you've been involved in a fair few of these pre-season camps over the years. How does this one rank?
No, it's been good. Obviously, we've got a good core of senior players. Obviously, we do know that we need more, but the timing of it was not, out of our hands. We have to come here because we need to play games when we get back, and it's been good for us to look at the young players, but the senior players, what I said, the younger elements of the senior players have really kicked on. Really, Charlie Hughes, for instance, I think is going to be some player, and just that in the time that we've been at the club, he's been fantastic. So it's a pleasure to be with him. But and this is a great working environment for him. It's just what we need.
And in terms of the facilities, you're touching it there. They're really impressive, aren't they? And must help you guys as coaches to deliver the best sessions for the players as well.
Yeah, we've been talking before. This is a proper sporting environment, just purely football all around you. I've been to Portugal and Spain and places like that. Probably La Manga with Gary was similar to this, but this is the best I've been to in terms of pure football. It's all around you. Even in the hall, there's shirts and of famous clubs. It's perfect to get that feeling back.
And in terms of the session themselves, looking from the outside in, the intensity looks fantastic. And do you feel that? Do you feel the intensity has been really high amongst the players?
Yeah, because Sean's a manager, always tests the players. He tests the mentality, the football brain. He tests our mentality and football brain every day. So it's like what I would consider the DNA of Wigan Athletic. Really, we're back to that. We're back to wanting to play good football, which is the hardest way to win football matches, I might add. But once it works, so we've seen it work before, it's fantastic to watch.
And on that that new style, the gaffers talked over recent times about trying to implement that. Have you started to notice that in and around the sessions that style of play is starting to rub off on the players now and they're getting used to that?
Definitely. The first week we were at the club, he did some things against Blackburn, and and you thought, this is interesting. You know, from a 3 to 4 to a 3, and then I have to say some of the tactical things he's done. He's a bit like he was as a player. There's sometimes been a touch of genius in there. That's not easy to find in any coach, and he has got that. He's got that. He had a bit of genius as a player, and he's certainly got it as a manager.
Does it help having everyone together in terms of building that culture as well, and having the group all the 21s implemented, come into the group and have impressed as well?
Well, they've been given a golden opportunity. I spoke to them, near the end of the season when we really didn't know where we were, but I said, if we do survive, which we have, you're going to get an opportunity, and I have to say that they are giving it a real good go to take that opportunity. But when opportunity comes like that, you've got to really grasp it. And we've been really pleased with most of them, and they've all applied themselves in the right way and all taking on board what the gaffer wants. But their time will come. Obviously, we saw some of them in the last game of the season, but I'm not going to say you can't win anything with kids, but their time will come. But we do need some help, and I know the gaffer's working very closely with the owners and the powers that be to get some help in over the next few weeks.
And just to finish, in terms of the week as a whole, I appreciate we're halfway through the week, but do you feel it's been a success so far and a really enjoyable week?
Oh yeah. We've seen stuff in training which you're delighted with. It's never gone well. That's what pre-season, but it's never going to be 100% right. But we've seen a lot of positive stuff, certainly on the attacking side. That's what probably Sean's strength as a coach. All his general outlook is great on the game. So as long as we get the other side right, I can see us being okay. Yeah.